Sorry, got distracted. But here I am. We have everybody in here now. We have C103, T-Board, T-Board, Mrs. S, Aid. Oh. Got some high-end competition on the other side of YouTube. May not have very many people in here. Hey, Ted. My little deal says there's nobody in the room with me, but everybody over here talking. Is there anybody in here? Nicholas's assistant. There we go. Is there anybody in here that hasn't seen Jeremiah Johnson or The Revenant? Hey, Kilder. Or Man in the Wild. I haven't seen Mountain Men that many times, or Mountain Man. Is it Mountain Men or Mountain Man? I think I've only watched it like twice. I just didn't like Charlton Heston in the movie. I don't know. Chipper already losing money to the missus. Killed her. Oops. Told on himself. Oh, anyways. And I looked for a way to watch the Mountain Men, but I couldn't find it. Rob Painless has it on VHS. Which I found a box full of VHS tapes up in the attic. I need to pull them down and see which ones are in there. I forgot I know there's a bunch of Barneys in there. There's got to be some way to convert them to a digital media so I can give them to Maddie Sue. It's got to be. I actually was, the first time I watched Revenant, I was upset with the movie. And well, I could tear that movie apart, honestly. There's nothing wrong with the acting in that movie. But the editing was shit. Yeah. But if you read the accounts of Bass, he wasn't a mountain of a man. He wasn't a big guy. He was just tough as shit. And I don't know. I was a little upset that they had some English bloke playing the guy from Texas, honestly. So hey Billy, I don't know. I don't know what those are. Huh. Well, seeing it usually, Sid's Dad, whenever you put a link in my videos, it's supposed to hold it, and then I review the link. And I you know, I usually, if it's a legitimate thing, uh, that's helpful to the whatever, I go ahead and, but it would not let me pull up the comment at all. But I get a lot of people putting, I was getting people putting little comments in there. I mean, as soon as I post a video, I'd get comments would pop up, and that's all it would be a timestamp and a link to a porn site or to a dating site or to a tiny URL or whatever. And I'm like, no, so I put it, I you can't put my, no more links in my comments. So then, if I have to choose between thumbs up or hanging out and staying longer in the chat, I'll choose staying longer in the chat, folks. Just FYI. The dropping in and throwing a thumbs up and bailing is killing my analytics. But thank you, Uncle Al. Was actually wanting to talk about some stuff, but then the power went out, and I was too worried about that. I got my emergency lighting. We each had our own little candle going. Okay, Adam, that's cool. It just occurred to me, when did Westbrook get the money to buy a big bus like that? I didn't think they had that much of a school.
They got a little bit of oil.
Oh, okay.
Picky. Well, thumbs up don't create revenue.
Yeah, it does it.
Time watch creates revenue.
Yeah. It's the views and the thumbs up, they do count, but what actually gets you in front of the algorithm is your average watch time. So the videos that I have the most views, I check my analytics. Okay. All right. I checked my analytics today. The videos with the longest average view time are the ones with the most views. And the percentage on the ones with the most views are not from subscribers. They're from the search feature of whatever. Oh no, search and suggested. So My number one video right now, 80% of the views are from suggested. 19% are from searches, and the rest are from subscriptions or other. Hey, Michael. Diggers. Billy, what did that, I don't know what those emojis were, dude, or whatever. I mean, I know something happened, but I don't know what those things were. They didn't come across on my screen as anything, really.
I thought he was saying he was certifiable.
Oh.
I really thought that.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Rob. And I'm on StreamYard. If anybody's got anything to add to the conversation, let me know. Y'all are more than welcome to invade my space. I think I'm going to start ordering. I'm just going to order these shirts in like every color they make, and I'm just going to wear these from now on. I like the 100% cotton ones better, but this 80% is not bad. But no, it doesn't matter if it's recommended to you. That's fine. But what kills me is when there are folks that come in and they'll click on a 10 or 15-minute video, they'll stay in it, they'll watch the first ad, which I appreciate. Then they watch the first 60 seconds of the video, hit the thumbs up, and then go on to the next video. So instead of having an average view time, like if I've got a 10-minute video, instead of having an average view time of 9.5 minutes, or whatever, because people, they don't wait for you to, they skip forward past your intro, and if you've got a outro, what do they call it? Outro, is that the right name? They go ahead and they go past your outro. When it gets to the outro, boom, they're done. They leave. So, anyway, if your average view time is 60 to 80% of the video, it's a good video. If your average view time is under 30% of the video, it's not worth watching. So it stops being suggested. So no, I just like these shirts. These are those kilt shirts or whatever. They're big, they're roomy.
Ooh. You see Corsair?
Oh, really, Steve? Yeah, I lost a bunch of mine too. Yeah, I know. There's guys out there that wear the same Same color shirt, same pair of pants. And I could keep doing that, but my pink shirts wore out. So I had two bright pink shirts that I wore for everything. And well, they fell apart. I actually really like the color pink. It's I look like a dead man when I wear dark blue. I can get away with light blue. Green is not my color. It's weird though because I look okay in camo, but like green, I just don't. I got no business wearing green. And yeah, it's. I mean, and a lot of the people that do the 1 minute watch, they're actually think they're doing you a big favor, man. But they're killing you. They've got their view count's way up there, but their watch time's not up there. So, you know, it's not just one or two little things or whatever that matter when you're trying to do this. And I really am. I don't want to be like some of the guys on here, like, I'm here to make money off of y'all, and I'm going to entertain y'all with everything I got, and I'm going to convince y'all that I know everything, and I'm the best person out there, and there's no reason to watch anybody else. And if you're not affiliated with us, you're ignorant. No, I'm not going to be that guy. But I'm doing YouTube. I started YouTube as a hobby, just a way to blow off some steam, do something different. But I decided I would go ahead and try to make some money on it. And I'm not holding back with anything. That's, I mean, there are ads on my videos. You know, the end. If you don't want to watch them, click through them. If you like what I'm doing and you want me to be able to keep doing it, all you got to do is, you don't even have to watch. You know, honestly, it pays more if you don't watch the ads. If you actually want to support the channels you're watching, click on the ad. There's a little box down there. Just click on that. It'll open in another window. You don't even have to go over there. Just let the page load on the side. Pays twice as much as just watching the ad. And twice as much, nearly nothing, is not nearly nothing. If you understand what I'm saying. So, literally, if I watch a video and it's a really good video and it's monetized, I will click that little circle-y thing, and then it'll start playing again, and the ad will come up, and I'll click it, and then the next ad comes up, I click it, and then I can open another YouTube in another window, let that one play through in the background. They get 2 views and they get the ad revenue. It supports their channel. It's not hurting me. It's just, I can't afford to, throw $5 at every channel that I like. If I was a member to all the channels I watch, I'd be broke. I wouldn't be making, YouTube would be costing me money, like a lot of money. You're in age. You're like one of the. Did you get? Are you gonna get your? When do you get your thing from Vision Quest, dude? I was actually proud that you won that. Yeah, there's a lot of the trolls out there. They're real, man. They if you don't take their bait, or if you beat them at their own game, they'll report you. I've had to of all the videos that they've demonetized of mine, they've only after requesting a review, I've only had them keep one of them as demonetized, and it doesn't take that long either. I've hit the request, and within 48 hours, they're back on. Some of them I know that they've done. I don't hit the thing because I'm like, yeah, I screwed up and started talking about current events, and I let my emotions get the better of me, and yada yada yada. So I know they're always gonna be limited or no advertising. So yeah, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but I don't talk about my planned videos on my live streams anymore, my adventures or anything like that. Reasons. Uh, I mean, it's a legitimate strategy or whatever, but dude, don't just grab the idea and run with it. Wait for the other guy to do his video, get his video out there. Yeah, I think the reporting. I don't think the reporting should be anonymous. I think they should have to list the channels that's reported you. If it wasn't, if it was no longer anonymous, that stuff would stop. Um, it's not all the stuff that's going on is not snowflakes and leftists and stuff. Some of it's just plain chicken shit and water. Oh, what she said. Well, some of us are entitled to our beliefs. My wife had she's a loving wife. She is so caring and sharing. And now I know what WAP song is all about. The number one song in the country for reals. She just had to share because she found out about it. But that's crazy. It's not that's even the non-explicit version is you don't have to wonder what she's talking about. Yeah, you could agree to disagree, or you could duke it out. Y'all have met him, Craig Johnson. Me and him, we started our lifelong friendship by duking it out for, shoot, I don't know how long we went at each other in 5th grade. I need to call him. But anyway, what do you, that's enough YouTube griping and complaining. I actually watched another good movie the other day that was actually worth a peek. What was the name of that? Watched a few of them. Sleepless nights, you watch a lot of stupid TV. How's everybody's weather doing? We had a horrendous storm roll through here. I didn't see anybody offer to come up on the panel with me either. Hey, Clifford. If I okay it for PG-13 Corsair, you want to come up? Or you're probably getting ready for supper. Or did you already eat it? See, you may be digesting. I don't know. You probably have to do that. Family time. I need y'all to support my channel because, well, I stuck my wife's credit card and made a big purchase, and I need to put that money back on there pretty quick, actually, before she finds out. Y'all got hammered? Yeah, and seeing Rob, it blew right over the top of him. But we got that one, I'm pretty sure it cooked everything in the back pasture. That was freaking close. I don't know. Maybe I ought to go out there and see if it blew up another tree. Yeah, that was close. I'll look in the morning when the sun's up. I ain't going out there in the dark. Step on one of them splinters. Ah, I see how it is, Steve. Well, if it's like usual, I'll be on here for hours and hours and hours and hours, so it doesn't matter. Did Rob bail out of here already? Have one person drop out. Cold and dry at the moment. I guess they have weather in Japan. Japan's actually got some pretty extreme weather, don't they? They're like not a tropical place. Well, I guess there's a North and South Japan. I don't know, like there is. If you've never been to a country or to and Japan's like a culture unto itself. It's weird, but everybody thinks, oh, they're Asians. I mean, Japanese, Chinese, the Chinese continent has so many different cultures within it. It's and then you've got the Taiwanese, you've got Cambodians, they're not all the same.
It was over 80 earlier, and tonight it's supposed to be in the 40s, I think.
Yeah. We already had 85 plus days here. But getting hot this early, I had a sneaky feeling the thunderstorms are going to be a booger this year. It's going to do like it did. What was that? Oh, in 2012 or whenever it was, where it rained all winter or snowed, and then it rained all spring, and then everything greened up, and then it come out broiling hot, and had 2 foot of dead grass everywhere. All the ranchers went out and bought extra feeder cattle because they had plenty of grass, and then the summer thunderstorms come through and set everything on fire and burned all the cows and everything. That was a good year. It's like everywhere we went, you could just watch the fire rolling across the plains. I can't even. How many fires were there that year? It was a bunch. It burned half of Kent County. That half might be an exaggeration.
No, probably not.
We got a large chunk of Scurry, a large chunk of Kent. Took out some of Fisher. They lost a bunch over in Dadgummit, Borden, Mitchell, everywhere. Just everybody was on fire.
The family is the most racially pure country in the world and very alone.
Well, that's because they're an island. Um,
Carol, that usually happens at that time.
yeah. Did you hear, Carol? Did you hear Mrs.? She said it usually gets dark at nighttime, and I think she's true there. That's like a true statement.
Like this clock. We have now reached the date.
I did not do anything. She has been on point all day long. My ego is usually about the size of a golden eagle. Or shut up with a buzzard. I'm gonna smack you with something. It's on point. But right now I'm left with a crippled chicken, barely baby chicken, a one-legged wet baby chicken for an ego. She actually made she burned me so hard earlier today that I cussed at my own wife. That was a good one though. It still stings. That was good. But anyway, yeah. Not in Texas, I don't think. Well, 2 hours by bullet train, man, with a bullet train between here and Dallas, I could be there in an hour.
Ross said he's here. He was adding cabbage to the soup.
Ah. What the heck is chewing on my back? Did you sprinkle fleas in my chair? Or was that my dog? What? Never mind. I don't want.
Wasn't me. I'm bug free.
Oh. Yeah, fiery is one word for it. No arguments either. What were we talking about?
I didn't know, but I'm sure it was humorous.
Yeah. Shut up.
You know you love me.
I'm beginning to wonder why We worked a deal for my daughter, Sweet Pea. She's got her new ride. Um, she's in a vehicle with collision avoidance, lane assist, all that stuff, all the safety things. 100,000 mile warning. Hey, Kevin. So, whew. If anybody needs a little Ford car, I got one for sale. Somebody gets 35 miles a gallon. I'd keep it and drive it if I could get in and out of it. Once you're in it, I could stay in it for hours. It's very comfortable little car. It's just you have to fold your way into it and then fold your way out. I guess if I put a rack on top of it where I could reach out and grab a hold of it and lift myself out, it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, you ranked the soup, Rob. Why'd you put celery in there?
I thought he read about putting the meat.
You can't have venison soup without putting venison in it.
Stick a reindeer statue beside it.
Stick a reindeer. Okay, that works. I guess. Maybe. Rob, my trip to the store to check on the food shortages in Texas, there were things that I was not able to put in my buggy. I was actually surprised to find that. I could not find any canned pork. There was no canned beef. There was actually no.
There's lots of canning jars, though.
There were canning jars. Excuse me. Sausage, pork sausage was actually in abundance and very cheap. There was like a massive amount of pork sausage. Yeah, don't try to buy beef. Well, actually, we did. Ah, did you?
Yes, it's in the fridge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's
Oh.
why you keep me around.
Yeah, there's that. That and you're very humorous. Um, they were actually, the ladies at the checkout were actually trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. Because I'd go real slow down. I didn't rush through that store. I didn't get hardly anything when I was there. I got what I went in for. But I was there to check these shelves to see. I mean, I was in there for an hour. About like $40 worth of groceries. But I went up and down every aisle. The cost of hot dogs has skyrocketed. I was really freaking out about that. I'm like, hold on. Now, the mystery meat, Bar S Franks, they're still 99 cents a package. But the other ones, I was like, wow, those are expensive. Bacon, there was almost no bacon on the shelves. What Tetsi? What do you say? Thank you, Ted. It was pretty much. I do not want to be stuck in that little thing. It gets great gas mileage and yada yada yada. It's for sale. I want a truck. I've consigned myself to suffering through the 20 miles to the gallon in a truck. I'll be okay. Unless I can find a late 80s, mid to late 80s Ford with a 6 or 300 in it. And see, there was Spain. Well, hold on. There was Treat. And I didn't go to the big store. I just went to fake Albertsons, the United. It was weird. Hamburger meat was like $7 a pound. Okay, 6 something a pound. Sausage, pork sausage, which I bought some because it was cheaper. I should have bought more. Come to think of it, was $2.50 a pound, and I bought quite a bit of beef roast because it had that sale buy one get one free or whatever. So it was paid $2.60 a pound. That's half. That was more than half the price, or less than half the price of ground 80 or 73.27 whatever hamburger meat. Hey, Will. Oh, that was for the missus to get so she can see me suffer. Thank you.
Except for we actually need to sell it because I don't want 3 car notes.
Yeah, we don't need 3 car notes. We got to get out from under it. We're at the I was planning on getting into payments on a truck, but not going to get it. I'm not going to get into another payment. I had to argue with them over the interest rate on this one before I would sign the papers. They had to give me the interest rate I wanted. Well, they had to give me the interest rate I would accept. Not the one I wanted. The one I wanted and the one I deserve and the one that my credit score says I can have. But I already had a couple. I had one too many things out on credit right now. So, which you can't. I mean, you literally. It's not impossible. We don't use a credit card. And we don't have like a lot of things out, but it is very hard to buy a vehicle, a good vehicle, one that you can depend on and operate safely and this, that, and everything else without credit. I mean, the trucks that I'm looking at, the range of truck that I'm looking at, they're anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. You know, I'm not going to have that sitting around in the bank account anytime soon. So if I want a truck, I've got to get into a payment. I don't have to rent to own my furniture. I don't have to, whatever. I didn't go into debt on my phone. I paid for cash. I paid cash for it. Now that's one thing. I mean, the prices went sky high. I'm not sure that there were any food shortages, but the price of everything has skyrocketed at the grocery store. So, the reason the fuel costs, the further west and north you go in Texas, the prices are getting on up there. But they could rectify that. All they'd have to do is put in a couple. There needs to be a refinery in the Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle area. The end. There's no reason to ship the fuel. There's no reason to ship our oil to Houston and to Mexico to refine it, just so it can be shipped back across the continent to be burned. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's better for the top end of the food chain, but not for the world. The end. Not for the people living in it. Hey, Betty.
That's why we have our own birds.
Yeah, that's why. Neither one of us collected eggs today?
Yes, I did, and I fed them.
God, you're such a good wife. I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna make you have my babies.
Oh, jeez.
3 of them. I'm gonna make you give me 3 babies. The end. Yeah. Back in the day when we were raising the kids, well, when we were letting the kids not starve to death, or when we were preventing our children from starving to death, we'll call it that. Man, my wife I don't know how she did it. I'd give her a penny and she'd buy 4 penny items with it. I don't know how she did that. She was just amazing. But she got a little bit more slack. Who knows what a 32 is? Like a little bitty bullet. I want one of those. Anybody know what this is? Little 32. What does this gun look like? Does it look like a little 25 or something? Well, here's a 45. Here's 45. Here's 45 ACP. This is a 40. There's a 40. I'm gonna put that 40 in that 45. See that? Ain't that cool? And then here's 9mm. You can drop that 9mm right inside that 40. See that? Ain't that pretty cool? And then this little 32 falls right inside that. 380 go in there too. Almost.
32 ACP there. My brother knows some people. She got cheap beef.
Oh, cool. What's that other one that weird thing? Anyway, we're playing with brass. It's fun. It's actually a fun game.
40 something? Is that the one you're talking about?
Not the 41 though. I knew about those. Those little Israeli bullet things. Oh, he's a gangster again. Ben, you missed it all. Chipper was dancing naked and Rob was throwing money at him. It's quite the sight to see. Chip, are you still in here? Did you fall asleep yet? You know, it's probably not. It's probably that's on the bottom of the seat.
Yeah, it is, I'm sure. But still.
You didn't fall asleep? Okay.
No, not 5:27 after 8.
Or what that guy. I mean, I've never seen one before. I didn't know. I don't know that much about. I'm not a gun guy. Yeah, the money he's throwing is nickels. There you go. Anyway, I was trying to decide if I wanted to do this or not, and I came to the conclusion that the answer is yes, since both of you guys are still in here. Except I've lost my little black glass. There it is. Um, I was just going to hold on to this forever, but then I decided that was stupid. So, thank you, my friend. I'm not going to drink it all. I'm just going to have a glass and then probably will save it for special occasions. Say again? Yeah, like when I want to drink. I love you. I really, really do. Does anybody know how to open it? That is fancy. Oh, y'all have no idea.
We were under a tornado.
Huh? What?
Betty asked the question. I said, you didn't go. We were under a tornado.
Didn't go. We had bad weather. I didn't. I didn't want to risk. Sweetwater is the tornado alley of Texas. That's where people go to die. And there was a tornado warning. I stayed home. I've literally watched that place get shredded. I was there. I watched it get shredded. I wasn't going to go there in a tornado warning. Oh, I mean, I really hope this stuff ain't stupid as fancy. Because I'm spoiled now. Can't be hanging out with these highbrow individuals. Anyway, Chipper, Rob, Soul Man, and everybody else in here. Cheers. This got to be the smoothest whiskey I've ever put in my mouth. This is coffee. Chip. That's my rib cage TK. I'm gonna take this tail. I'm gonna put a rubber band on it, and then we'll put that rubber band on the ceiling fan, and we're gonna have a fun time watching you swing. It literally makes your face warm just sipping it. This is sipping whiskey. Yeah, I quit drinking too. I'll quit drinking again tonight sometime. I'm not gonna waste this by mixing it with anything though. I may get a bigger glass and put a cube of ice in it. Seriously, thanks to this is delicious. That's the beauty of having a bourbon or something that you really enjoy, and you can just sip it and enjoy the flavor. It lasts a lot longer like that. Hey Jay, I didn't see you in here earlier. I guess you're new to the room. 93, Tibor. Yeah, exactly. What was that other one on the other end down there? The one that was in the one that you probably can't get anymore, the one that was done in grape vats or something like that. Apparently the key is you take bourbon and then you put it in something that used to have some other kind of fruity liquor in it, and then you give it to me. Yeah, don't be sorry, Carol. Don't. I just pretend to drink on the internet. I actually don't. Um, used to be a fish. I just don't do it anymore. And back in the day, they used to give. It was weird that they would let the guys have whiskey in in the Navy and uh, in the military and stuff. But if you only had a small portion of whiskey and you didn't drink it all down, if you sipped on it all night, it was actually the same as drinking coffee all night. It would literally keep you awake. It's not a sedative, it's a stimulant until you overdose on it and you're drunk. So just take it slow and easy. That Japanese whiskey, let me tell you what, again, pure heaven. Y'all all need to run out and buy y'all like a keg of that stuff. Uh, we did figure out what that writing on the side of it stood for. Um, the little Japanese writing stuff said paint thinner. Yeah. 3 beers in, I'm ready for a nap. Yeah, okay, Ben, I'll go with that. Your ribs are still. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. I can't believe Rob's still calling himself my friend. That was 10 times. I mean, I'm sitting there looking at a bottle of hairspray thinking I'd have been better off spraying that. That's nasty, man. I'm getting a flash. Hold on. I'm getting a flashback of that taste. I'm literally making. Oh, is it made scotch taste good? Which is, man, that is so good. This stuff literally caresses your mouth while you're drinking it. I actually thought Reese was gonna give me the boot what I told him I preferred blended whiskeys. He's just, I mean, he looked hurt. Uh, probably what that stuff actually is. We use that for stripping wax. I should have known better when they were both all happy. When I was the only one that got a glass of that stuff, should have paid closer attention. Adam, in order to pay that back, I have to go out and find a whiskey that tastes worse than what they fed me. And that means I got to go first. So that payback's not very good. Um, my other plan of payback is just to make apricot brandy and then drink it all and not share with them. Wild turkey is actually really smooth. Wild turkey's not bad. It's not. It's not great. It's not this stuff. It's not bad. Pretty much, Jay. That's an accurate description of Scotch. Um, oh, excuse me. Or, in my humble opinion, that's the best Scotch I ever had. And I've had some seriously old Scotch too. And supposedly, the longer it sets, the better it gets. I think that stuff was rotten. What, TJ? You go get that spark plug replaced. There's a bad injector. You come in here and harass people for anyway. You get back over there on your rag and lay down.
Put some alcohol through one bread and drink it from the crowd. Why are you trying to discuss the dish?
Because your friend Rob tricked me into drinking the worst stuff I've ever had in my life. It was worse than Patron. You talk about nasty. Silver tequila is the most disgusting. You know what? Yeah. Actually tastes about like that Japanese whiskey. Patron is nasty. Or what's that? 1800 or whatever it's called? Oh, I don't see how people drink that stuff. And I think that's why people don't like tequila. They try that, all those high dollar silvers and stuff, and they're like, oh man, that's disgusting. Yeah, it is. Anyway, um, what are y'all going to spend your stimulus checks on? Oh, no, I've never tried to cook with any whiskey. The guy at the Ponderosa, he uses a lot of wine to cook, which is really good. That's the unmet mind. today was my day to go down there to the I was just intending to. I wasn't going there to buy anything. I was just going to go sell something. But on Sundays, usually you have to park out by the highway and walk in. That's what, about a half a mile walk from the part where you park to the where you go into the gun show. You're welcome, Rob. It's not going to work out, Jay. There, spend it while you can, because I don't figure by the end of this physical year, mine will be worth a damn.
Michael said night.
Good night, Michael. What, Rob? In yes, Celtic women are scary, and yes, they do like whiskey, or so I've heard. Ow! Hey, come on. Are you hungry? All right, I gotta feed the cat, guys. I'll be right back. She's gonna bring blood in a second. How do I do this? Just dog. I'm gonna feed you. Let's go up first. That long, say. Should be you. Too hot?
How we was talking about buying fencing, so right after what you're going to
Yeah. Not that kind of fencing. Well, I wouldn't dump my savings account, but when $3 hot dogs become $4.50 hot dogs, there's something wrong.
start over from when Steve left.
What were we talking about? I'll bring you up to speed, Steve. This is my gift. This is Rabbit Hole Derringer straight bourbon whiskey finished in PX sherry casks. 93 proof. This was a gift from Chipper. And we're sipping on that now and talking about stuff. And Biddy Boo is going to take fencing lessons so she can fend off the feral hogs and marauders with a little pokey sword. There's a hole in that glass. Yep. You can get canned hot dogs, which are not disgusting, by the way. I still remember, I forgot I was going to try to find those and see if I could buy some online. The canned bologna, however, while not disgusting, it's not bologna. You will not pout. I'm not letting you out to harass the cat. Oh, it's worse than spam. It tastes like treat. It's disgusting. That's just nuts. Well, I don't know. I had a friend. He had two Derringers, one in 357 and one in 44 mag. Seemed nuts to me. That's what she said earlier, Diggers. I always wanted to learn fencing, but I just don't see I don't see how you're supposed to be able to do that wearing a tennis racket on your face. So I think I'd rather wear the tennis racket on my face than get a antenna shoved in an eye, though, technically. I have a black belt and get off of my lawn. That's it. Cheers. I'm not drinking alone. Rob's in the chat. Oh, you crazy? You crazy? We can fence together. I'll just use hog panels. It's like candy. I should be like a spokesperson for them. This is just like give me free whiskey to talk about them. Yeah, that'd be a lot of dead brain cells. Stop wagging your tail. You're not getting more cat food. Good girl. When your dog pretends to be listening to you. No, if we're gonna do the fencing thing, we're gonna wear the male face thing or whatever. I'm not losing yeah, we're not playing that game. Those things are really pokey. I don't know. I regret having stopped doing martial arts. I do, but It was more the martial arts stopped letting me do them than anything else. Well, except for that whole breathing part. Are you sorting again?
No, I'm not sorting. I'm looking.
You looking? Nothing fancy here. A little bit of taekwondo, and what's that one thing Seagal did? I can't even remember the name of it, which I actually like that. Because you're gonna get hit if you spend all your energy trying not to get hit. You're never going to get a chance to hit back. But if you can deflect part of the deal and use their momentum to carry them into it or whatever, it's.
Wonder who's talking about going
Yes, thank you. You're a sweetheart. I'm gonna marry you.
Okay.
This little booger. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on. Size comparison. Let me get that 9mm out. This is a 9. This is 9mm, and this is whatever that little Israeli bullet is. It's got it necks down to. It's. I want to say it's bigger than. That's about the size of a 223. It's a little bitty cartridge though. And then the heck was this one? And this thing, it's like a 38 casing or something. Oh, there it is. But it's necked down to like a 30 caliber bullet. Yeah, it's necked down to about the same size as the 32. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. Neither one of those two. I don't know what they are. Jay out of here?
No,
Or is Ben out of here? Oops.
he misread.
Okay. Well, the little 32 caliber cartridge, I mean, we figured out what that is. I just wondered if anybody knew what these little duggers was. It's something in the 22 caliber. Or thereabouts. Sadie. Quit. I'm not giving you any more food. Fatso. Beg all you want. It's not gonna do any good. I don't even like dogs. I'm a chicken person. I'm gonna double check that, make sure it's a 22 caliber. Yep. Guess it could be a 5.56. Can't see it. I tried that. That's
There's too much of a glare on the cup, though.
yeah. Hold on. It's and there's let me do the so I can do the. I mean this is it against a. I mean I don't know how else to do it because I'm not. I mean I don't have a good camera on here. This is a 9mm and this is a whatever that thing is. It doesn't have any numbers on the bottom side. The thing's not much bigger than the primer. I just don't know what it is. I don't have my jeweler's glass up here. I was told it was an Israeli man. I don't know what it is. When I first saw it, I thought it was a 222, but it's not. A 22 slug will go in it. Warp, warp, warp. Of course, they're the only guys that still duke it out on a regular basis, you know, in the neighborhood are the bad guys. Everybody else has been trained. Well, you shouldn't be. There should be no physical conflict. No, y'all go to the corner and y'all don't come back out until y'all learn to resolve issues without whatever.
I just signed up for a new roof in the commercial you have, Wes.
Who said that?
More.
I just signed up for a new roof in the commercial. Oh, cool. Works for me. I don't get a commission. All right, Billy. Fly safe. I don't think it's a 25. It's about the same size as a 223. The where the slug goes, but it's not a tapered casing. It's casing's about the same size as a 30 caliber, but then it's necked down to a 22, a 223, something like that. Some weird foreign jobber. Out of a 5-gallon bucket full of brass. You can buy brass pretty cheap if you buy it in bulk. You just never expected it to be a treasure hunt.
From here, it looks like a 204.
I don't know. I've never seen one. It it's literally it's a looks like a 30. You know the just a straight 30 caliber.
204 Ruger, 32 grain. It looks quite similar.
Oh, okay.
So that might be a Ruger round, yeah. I think so.
Okay. And Gold Star goes to Tibor. The missus Googled what you said, and she says that she believes that's it. We've been playing with it all day. You think it's worth millions, Trey? Oh, that'd be sweet. When I get back from wherever me and the grandson wind up, I'm going to set up my reload and stuff and start putting the few primers I have in some casings and putting powder and whatever. I got to find some way to shoot. I'm actually going through withdrawals. I haven't discharged. I had a piece of paper in so long that I'm actually having pains. Has anybody got any good news about anything? Any good reports on their life, their preps? I need to check my phone. I'm supposed to be getting a link to a property. Sorry. I haven't gotten it yet.
Make sure it's the family reunion one.
Say again. I didn't know you didn't Thursday with no family reunion. When is it? Might not be too late. Cool, Ben. You only shoot that once. Was that a good thing, Carol, or?
Hopefully, the dog fixed up. He said he had a kind of growth thing all year, and then he had surgery.
Well, I got a meat cleaver or 2 or 3.
He said the dog won't come in to get dog.
Oh, well, you won't feel it. My dog sure hopes she don't get no growth on nothing. I just cut it off with a piece of glass. She seems to like getting cut on glass. That dog can walk through more glass than anything I've ever seen in my life. It's like, oh, a piece of glass. I'm going to just charge right through that. Stupid. My dog's stupid. Okay, well, we don't like them. Okay, explain yourself on that one with the sugar C103. Are there enough trees to cut firewood over there, Adam? Trust me. I've been to a family reunion or 2, and my wife has some crazy people in her family. All right, everybody, I need a wrench to fix that. There, I just blocked that user. Never had that happen in here before. It's an island, and there's like a lot of people. Yeah, kind of like Nebraska. Nebraska used to be a forest, and then they decided they wanted to grow corn. I just made that up, but Ohio was forested. Um, uh, most of Mississippi was forested. Still is, but people cut down trees to make farmland. I just figured they'd done that in Japan. Yeah, I knew they had trees. I just didn't know they had enough to be cutting up for firewood. I mean, come on, it's like New York. The whole freaking country's like New York. I thought. Never been there. I don't know. But okay, what? Oh, okay. They're deforesting everything, man. But it's clean energy, or not clean. They call it renewable. Renewable is the new okay word. Um, it doesn't have to be good for the environment or the climate as long as it's renewable. Just for the record, in case you wondered. Oh wow! Did you tell everybody you know local. I'm sure that the Revolting Man and Sasquatch and a few others that I can't name right now would probably like to know that. A lot of the trees and stuff have grown back in Pennsylvania, but a lot of the country is still farmland. I mean, Pennsylvania used to be solid trees. There were no open areas. No, that's true. Wouldn't pay to drive too far for a bag of sugar, don't get it? With 100 pounds, what's that stuff about $1 a pound, I guess? Right at $1 a pound. $1.50. It's weird. We get sugar. I mean, we buy sugar here and we think it's relatively inexpensive, but it takes a week's pay to buy 1 pound of sugar in the countries that it's made. To me, that's just insane. Huh. Well, I guess it depends. Like everywhere else, all the people moved to the cities. That happened here, and then everybody started freaking out, and all the city people are trying to move back out in the country and think, well, yeah, but I'm sure they're not letting one guy take all of it. Then that person would like try to sell it, and it would have their name on it. So, yeah, that's a lot of moonshine. Did it actually get rained on or anything, Mark? Yep, it's still granulated. It's fine. Yeah, sugar doesn't go bad. It if you can keep it dry, nothing eats sugar. Well, nothing but ants and people. Well, if the part that you're getting wasn't rained on, just put it in you know, yeah, put it in the bucket and throw oxygen absorber in it. That's one of the things that we prep hard actually is sugar because it's like instant carbs. If you're in a major SHTF thing, if you can add sweets into your diet during the day while you're working or whatever, then, instead of like sitting down and having a big meal at night and then eating a cake. But if you can have, uh, 2 or 3 sugar cookies midday, mid morning and then mid afternoon with your break, big glass of water, it carries you over to the end and not, keeps you from getting hungry. It keeps your body from uh, getting into the stores, and that way you can actually have a healthy level of body fat. That's our thinking anyway. Hey, JC. All right, Adam, be good. Enjoy your, what are you calling it, prefecture? Send pictures of it, because I would really, I want to see Japan. Okay, diggers, have a good night. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, go chase buzzards off your bear if you want to, or horsehair. Cake, that's cake. I'm saying if we're going to have cake in the apocalypse. That's right. Yeah, there's that. I want his cookbook. He better get that thing. Ugh. And I actually really, there's no way to prepare for everything that's coming or that could come down the pike. All you can do is stay ahead of the game. That's all any of us are trying to do. I mean, you can work yourself to death trying to figure out the perfect way to beat every scenario. And all you're really working for is increasing your probability of success. You cannot guarantee your success. This is life. Okay? All you can do is, try really hard to stack the deck in your favor. That's it. Yeah, what Bent said. Okay, T-Boy. Okay, Rob, we'll see you later. Hug the ladies. Okay. I'm going to get a cup of coffee before I start in on this. In the history of the world, assuming that you buy into dinosaurs and all the different stages of life on the planet Earth. There have been several extinction level events, supposedly, that have happened. There's been meteors, giant volcanoes, pole shifts, more meteors, just like all kinds of stuff. But there's still life. And each new form of life, supposedly, if you buy into the dinosaurs and the different periods of flora and fauna evolution on the planet, all have relatives in the previous era on the planet. It's never wiped off to a clean slate with a complete re-evolve from mud. There's always life left. Even in a major extinction level event today, depending on the magnitude of said event, okay, there's going to be life left on the planet, and then the new life that comes from that is going to owe its origin to the previous life. All we are trying to do by prepping is ensure that the future generations of life on this planet owe their ancestry to us. We don't want to be bones in a tar pit with no relatives in the next fossil phase. That's why you prep. The end. No, we will not get rid of hippies. Hippies are here to stay. Hell, they all got haircuts and ran for political office. Come on, give me a break, guy. Yeah, he says that a lot. It's like fifth grade shit right there. Swamp angels and desert flowers, man, there's no beating them. Farmer's daughters are too big pain. Man. And you think about it, though, it really is sad that you know, it's either hippies or their children that are running the show now. Well, some of the people that were hippies back in the day. And we've got a few more people prepping around us than we used to have. We're not necessarily building a network, but we're aiding in the reduction of victims locally. I like that. And that Corsair, seriously, I mean, they figured out that what they were doing was a load of crap, and that the real way to change things was to take power and change it to exactly what they wanted it to be. And if y'all don't think some hippies are good homesteaders, then y'all have not watched Deep South Homestead. Y'all can't tell me any hippie. Nobody rags him by his man bun. But he can grow figs and I can't. I just remembered that. I just got a horrible vision in my head. At some point, Hillary was a college girl and she was probably thought she was every bit as much as that girl that does the WAP video.
The girl that does the walk video is not nice looking either.
That, I guess I'm not a real man or something, because that body type has always repulsed me. That's just not the way a woman's supposed to be put together. All right, Trey, be good. Oh, that's tonight?
Yeah.
Love you, Trey. Give your mama a hug. I can't. The whole yoga and vegan, I can't wrap my head around that. I shall twist and conform my body into these different shapes, and it shall make me one with the world and the universe and the spiritual realm. And you need to lay off the glaucoma medicine. What you need to do. Them's the wrong. Must leave them little orange bastards with the white spots alone. Okay? Just stop it. Just leave them alone. Don't eat the little gray ones either. Those will kill you. Just regret. Hey, Vanessa, I like meditation. I meditate. I meditate a lot. People think I'm daydreaming. I'm not daydreaming. Well, actually, controlled daydreaming is meditation. Uncontrolled daydreaming is daydreaming. I'm fighting real hard not to get me another glass of that whiskey. Whiskey good. Trying to think of the. I used to watch that one homesteader dude who had the whole beard with no mustache thing going. Didn't occur to me that they weren't really homesteaders; they were YouTubers. So, I mean, there's still good people. I'm not busting on their chops or whatever, but they weren't doing me any good anymore. Some of the stuff he was doing with his um, with his homestead, that's not something it wasn't engineered around self subsistence. I don't care whether you got power lines running to your house or not. If your farm animal needs diesel, you blow it. So, all right, Carol, be good. Sleep well. All right, let us know how the move goes, and the walkthrough and all that and stuff. Ben, okay. I'm trying to think if I got anything else to talk about, but there are people out there, and when you folks are out and about, and y'all hear somebody talking about it, hey, Dior's, um, M7.62 NATO isn't that 308? Just I'm asking for a friend, but anyway, um, DRS is back. Mention to them that everything is survivable. You're not dead till you're dead. The end. Never give up. I have never discharged a 308 round in my life. Uh, I've shot 300 mag, shot 7mm mag, 222, 25-06, 30-30, 30-06, 7.62 by 5.4, 7.62 by 3.9. I actually love that round. Let's see. 357, 44, 45 ACP. That's about it. Well, I've shot all the rimfire too. I actually got a little bit of respect for the 20-watt. 243, I hate 243. That round don't make any sense. It just kicks the crap out of you. It's in this little bitty bullet downrange. You don't put that much powder behind something, put a bullet in it. Well, count your blessings there. And there may be, I know there's the 5.1's the stubby, and then the 5.9 something else. Yeah, and it's just the dumbest round ever. And you get the crap kicked out of you for no real takedown power. If you want a flatline rifle or a bullet that flies in a flat line, and you're going to go down that small of a, I mean, you're just as well off with a 223 or a 5.56, which you can get in a bolt action rifle. And with the right slug or whatever, you're still doing okay. Anything up to whitetail, even mule deer. Um, yeah. Um, but you're not dealing with that insane recoil. Yeah, 7mm is flat, but it's a little extreme for. I think it might be a little extreme for whitetail. It makes a willy big hole coming out the other side. Just see. You don't get to eat the heart. I there's nothing not to like about the 270. It's just, um, isn't there a decimal designation for the 30-06? Now 5.4 is no. Um, I've got 5.4 and it's a tapered casing. The It's about the same size as the 30-06, but it's not as long of a casing. It's just a tad shorter. Now the but said the 5.4's got a lot more projectile in it. So that's the right way to put that. That's where the kick comes from in the projectile, is the weight of the bullet, or in those nagants is the weight of the daggum projectile. I mean, there's not that much powder, but you're having to shoot this big, heavy slug. I mean, you're having to force it down the barrel, and that pressure comes back against you. I mean, uh, I don't know. I guess I could. Let me use this. I don't want to lag everybody out here. I don't guess it really matters either. But, um, Apparently it's a. Well, these guys don't know the answer. No, you can't put that in your freaking throwaway.
Divorce.
Thank you, DR. Stop doing that. I'm not finding the 5.9. I know what a 5.4 is. I know a 308 is way shorter than a 5.4. Some of these questions are driving me nuts. I think that's the deal. The stuff's marked in a foreign language and people just ain't reading it. Congratulations. One. Now I've always wanted to shoot 8mm. Well, I understand though, those things will not. They kind of push back a little bit. Hell, my brother's got that in the AR-15 that he's never pulled the trigger on. Huh?
That's the dumbest
Dumbest
thing
thing ever, but he said he just did it to have something to do.
I know.
I mean, that's one of those. Well, that was stupid, brother, but what are you gonna do? It's his life. I'm going to talk to him to let me shoot that thing. That's a 30. I gotta give him that. He did build a pretty wall hanger. Oh wow! I don't have any 6 in here. Nah, I don't have any of the firearms these go with. I just because they had a break in and everything disappeared. disappeared. But this is that's a 5.4, 7.62 by 5.4. This is 7.62 by 3.9. A little bit different. WWII, WW1. I think as time progressed, men got weaker. But just an indication. I mean, let me put the bottom of the slugs about in line with each other. Can y'all see that? There's twice as many grains of projectile coming out of this as there is this. I can shoot this thing all day long. It doesn't affect me at all. I put one magazine full through this thing, and I feel it for a week. This thing kicks like a freaking mule. It's still deadly at 1,000 yards, though. Just for the record, I can't hit nothing with it. I was shooting at a 4x4 sheet of plywood, and I never got on it. Not 4 inches by 4 inches. I'm talking 4 foot by 4 foot. I can see it. That's good to hit it. Depends on size of the pellet gun there, buddy. I might be able to get the side of a barn. They're very scary. They're very scary. That's why I was glad that the things that launched them disappeared. I don't need that kind of crap in my house. This whole thing is made funny. The back of the casing is actually round almost. I mean, they're like weeble wobbles. I want one of these slugs. I just want to weigh it. I've actually thought about trying to shoot one into a swimming pool so I could get to recover the bullet. I mean, I know they got that thing where you can go smack it and the bullet comes out, but I don't have one. So, besides, it'd be more fun shooting in the swimming pool. Seeing one of my grandkids in there. Okay, go down there and get that. So, you gotta watch it though. This is some of that surplus ammo. It's got some kind of mocos on the side of the slug. It was like, oh, that surplus ammo is just as good as anything else. No, see if that comes off, or if I gotta throw this away. I'm not putting that down my barrel. That surplus stuff, I check every round before I put in anything. And there's no telling how long that was in a warehouse somewhere. Uh, well, Bueller F, what you do is you take a hammer and you open your pellet gun and you drive one of those into it, and if it fits, it's fine. Make sure the camera's running. I don't think it's going to go on a pellet gun. I think you got to buy the appropriate ammunition for your pellet gun, which I suggest sticking with the 22 or perhaps a 25. But I don't go to the 25 if I was going to go with those, what are they, compressed air rifles or whatever, the ones where you air up the tank. And I suggest going ahead and saving up the money and buying the several $100 compressor that goes with it. That's capable of pumping up to however many thousand pounds that go in there. I actually have a lot of respect for those little pellet rifles those guys hunt with. Those are insane. That's actually not a bad idea, and I wish I'd have thought of that, Robert. I've got, well, it's not a tumbler, it's a shaker, but still. Does Target even sell pellet rifles? I don't even know. Target even sell pellet? I don't even know. I hadn't been in the Target in a long time ago. People like, oh no, going to Walmart. Why are you still going to Target then? My wife doesn't bake. Well, if I got to do all that, I'm not interested. I'll just check the slugs. Quick wipe down with some steel wool is ready to rock. I think I'm allergic to meat. Sorry, Adam. My dog doesn't get a bath very often because she doesn't like it. She will jump in the stock tank all summer long, but she will not let you give her a bath. Aren't don't the surplus, don't they have an anodizing layer on the casing? And if you tumble them, wouldn't that take all that off? Wouldn't that change the size? Wouldn't that change how they set in the rifle? I'm asking, man. I don't know. I'm not judging. That's a legitimate question to you. No, Bueller, that's between you and your Schwinn. Does it have a seat on it, Bueller? Just wondering. Those are important too. I have a Schwinn. Actually, a pretty nice Schwinn. All right, nothing. Cool. My fear is falling off of that 27-inch son of a gun at 30 miles an hour. Might as well wreck a motorcycle. It hurts. I haven't come off a bicycle in 20 something years. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I don't miss it. I kind of miss running them stupid dirt tracks with kids, but I don't miss falling off the bicycle. Yeah. See, that's mine. She thinks that water's her best friend. We fill up, we buy a kiddie pool for the grandkids, put it out there, fill it up. She wants to stay out of it. But you say, come on, and you try to put her in a bathtub, and she thinks you're trying to kill her. She's like, it's just freaking water. Oh, that's not cool, Adam. Thank you, Allspice. Hey, Rob. Painless is not in here anymore. Dadgummit. I'm going to go to his motel, which he doesn't have anymore, and steal the guy's dog. King? He's a pretty dog. I have no need for that dog. I just want him. The guy's doing a really good job of raising him. So I probably ought to leave him there. Oh, you want to smell my dog? My dog thinks her sandbox is the dump ground. Oh, wait. Yeah, she uses the dump ground for a sandbox. No, this is a pup. It's a bully. It's man, he's got a huge head on him. He's going to be a monster of a dog. But he's not that. He's not one of those stupid bow-legged ones. My apologies if you people like that kind of thing. He's not one of the overly muscled ones. He's just a really good-looking pit bull. He's got an excellent attitude. You can tell if they're a good one pretty quick. No attitude, no defensive posture at all when he met the people. Straight to wanting to give you a kiss. That's a good dog. And a lot of people either beat that out of the dog or teach that out of the dog, and that's a big mistake on a pit bull. Pit bulls are supposed to be non-human aggressive. The end. Okay, not here. Have a good one. Not all planes have autopilot. Oh, I've met bad dogs. It is possible for a dog to just be an ass. Yeah. What was Doug and Melody's dog's name? Maximilian? That dog was an ass. He was a pit bull English wolfhound cross. Holy crap. Massive animal. Wiry, scary looking hair all over him, but underneath it, perfect brindle coat. Built just like a pit bull, just massive. Favorite hobby was waiting for you to get distracted in a conversation and then walking up and doing just the front teeth, and pinching you on the ass. Hated that dog. Actually, I thought he was pretty cool, but he was an asshole. Well, that sucks. I mean, dogs can go bad, but it wasn't the neighbor. It was a horse. You know, pit bulls are animal aggressive. That's why they're supposed to be contained. You have them, you walk them. They're not patrol dogs. You can't just put them out and leave them. And same with huskies, though. Huskies. There are a lot of dog breeds out there that require a lot more people time than they get. So, and that's kind of what you got to do, Robert. I love Sadie to pieces. The first time she kills a piece of livestock, that's it. The end. You know, I might give her a chance at being rehomed or something. But that's what Tibor brought up something. How do y'all feel about people that have trained attack dogs? Um, I mean, what's the difference in somebody?
If it's used for what it's supposed to be, to protect your house and your family from an invader.
And yeah, but if somebody calls that dog to attention, let's say you're at the park, you're walking, they're walking, that they call that dog to attention because of your proximity to them. What's the difference in them putting their dog on ready than you having drawn your sidearm? Is there any difference at all? You know, is there any difference? I'm asking. What's the difference between me, no threat? I mean, no threatening move, just being there, and or say uh, you're having a debate over whether or not a elephant or a donkey is the right kind of animal, and the next thing you know, there is an 85 to 150-pound dog ready to jump at your throat. What is the difference between that and drawing a sidearm and pointing it at the other person? What's the difference? It's way past a loaded gun. Dog on the ready is an aimed gun. That weapon is drawn and aimed. There's absolutely no difference. So now here you go. If somebody were to draw a weapon and point it at you, would you draw your weapon and try to shoot the weapon out of their hand? Or what would you do? I figured out who not here was. Thought he came back yet. Yeah, but what do you do? I mean, if somebody threatens to shoot you, what do you do? And you don't shoot their gun. I'm just saying. It's There's a few people here that have trained dogs. Thank you, Dior. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Thank you. Um, you can just like comment. I've thought about it long and hard. If they ever aim one of those dogs at me, first and second round are for them. And then I'll worry about the dog. Because if I'm really lucky, they're not going to have taken their hand out of that loop yet. So it'll give me time. Um, I want to see it. They're all worried about this, that, and everything else. And the same people that are screaming, no gun violence, are out there buying dogs and having them trained to rip people's throats out. What is wrong with you people? Yes, that's something that I mean. I love dogs. I hate the thought of people training dogs to be ill behaved. I haven't met anybody that doesn't like my dog. My dog hasn't met anybody she doesn't like. My dog doesn't like thunder and lightning. Now, do I have a problem with a dog that's in the backyard and somebody climbs the fence and the dog runs out there barking and bites him on the butt? No. That's a dog protecting the yard. The dog's not actually trying to injure the person. The dog's trying to run the person off. As soon as the person runs back out the gate, fight's over. That's not a trained attack dog. The only German Shepherd I ever had was like that. When she was she was actually half German Shepherd, half Coyote. I wasn't told about the Coyote part until after I'd had her for a couple of weeks. But um, the house in the backyard, that was her territory. She didn't go out the back gate. She didn't go out the front gate. She did bring me a piece of flannel shirt once, and I went out to see where she got it, and there was um, the back gate had been left ajar. My lawnmower had been moved a bit, and there was some blood on the gate. So, but there were no dog tracks in the alleyway. Never had nobody show up to my house complaining about getting bit by my vicious dog that was out of the yard. I lost that not letting my dog eat from other people a long time ago. The the lady that works across the street is like a dog person, and the guy that runs it across the street is a dog person. And yeah, hey girl, what are you doing? Isn't that a kind of sunflower seed, T-board? So, did you run the wheels? Are you out of rubber yet, Sweet Pea? Did you burn the wheels off of it yet? What's the top end on it? What is that thing that your brother has? That annoying little gray thing with the whiskers and stuff. who thinks he is all that and a box of Cheetos.
What?
Your brother's dog, that
No, I don't know. Some kind of rat terrier thing.
Schnauzer or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
God, that dog's annoying.
Schnauzer. Well, rat.
Sweet Pea, you have completely lost me. I was not your brother. Sweet Pea. I was talking to your mother about CJ and his Schnauzer. I can't deal with both the ladies in my life being on the humorous bone all night. So that's kind of funny actually, but I kind of wish I'd have taken that little lowrider off of him back when they first offered him. That I think he would have made an excellent addition to the furniture. Except for that whole part of digging tunnels into the furniture, that would have got annoying. He would have made a fun dog to take on trips, though. He couldn't have run off far.
Not very quickly, anyway.
Not real quick. He ain't got no legs. It's like full out, and other dogs are walking. This has got to be one of the smallest dachshunds I've ever seen. He's like attaches himself to my wife every time she goes over there. But anyway. I almost caught me another Jack Russell here a while back, but I'm glad I didn't. I keep telling myself that anyway. Y'all could get one of those Anatolian. What is he? Anatolian retards? What is it? Anatolian Great Pyrenees? Anatolian Great Pyrenees crosses. They make great dogs. If you want something you can ride,
Eat you out of house
each out of house
and home.
and home. You know.
You know, like normally for you take your dog for a walk and you got the big B plastic bags. No, she's got to take a whole Walmart bag with her.
Yeah, she has to take a Walmart bag and a dolly. Is Sadie still sleeping?
She's snoring.
I'm hearing noises outside. Anyway, I'm brain dead, guys. I don't even know what to talk about anymore. It is coming up on midnight. Been in here almost 3 hours. I don't know what I read about this. I'm sorry. Let me find out what this thing is. It's 30 caliber, whatever it is. I wonder if that's in the gun. The pistol round. Oh, that could be the pistol caliber of the gun. No, this isn't right. No, that's not it. Never mind. A what's the little pellet? 177. 177 pellet rifle. Or 22 short. Or slingshot. Slingshot works good. I don't think you can get away with shooting the squirrels, baby girl. You could trap them as long as nobody caught you. Maybe you ought to quit throwing rocks at them and stuff. Are they barking at you, or are they barking at those animals you have that chase them up the trees all the time? Might you not considering these animals' feelings, or these other living beings' feelings when it comes to their personal space? But yes, I know what a squirrel sounds like. I would like to go over there to your neighborhood and pop squirrels out of those trees all day long. I just don't want to go to jail for it. You have an abundance of delicious, fluffy-tailed rats. They're delicious, man. It's like the other white meat. They're great. They're delicious little critters. Tastes way better than rabbit. You all right? Well, they're just talking to him then. Sweet pea. Just cut him some slack. Okay. Yeah, I bet several BB gun. one of the guys I've known all my life, he still has a pellet rifle that we left in the house. But anyway. Nope. They just want you to give them some dog food. That's all it is. The thing is, you need one, and you're going to have to spend a lot of trigger time on it because they all shoot different, sister. So, and that pellet will go past. If you miss, it'll go past and fly, and it could take out a window or whatever. So, be careful, super duper careful. And a 177 can bounce off a tree and hit somebody in the hand, and you do get whooped for it. Just saying. Doesn't matter if it was a ricochet's fault or not. You shot somebody and you gonna get whooped for it. Or that's a story my backside told me once when I was younger. Sister's big crybaby. I'm getting out here, folks. It's I'm tired. Yeah, what killed her? Shit, out my eyes. But anyway, love all you people. Y'all still alive. Do not die. I will see y'all. I'm not gonna promise any more live streams because life's gotten really weird. So, click the notification bell, like, share, subscribe. Come back for more abuse and entertainment and all that good stuff. Put something in the cupboard. What's the worst that could happen? You have to eat it later. Okay. God bless.